Hello everyone, welcome you all to the online tutorial. My name is Diksha. I am working as an assistant professor at RIMT University, Mandi Gobindkar. So today we are going to learn a very foundational and a very interesting topic of economics, that is elasticity of demand and its types. Before that, we must already know about what is law of demand. Law of demand, which says that there is an inverse relationship between price of the commodity and its quantity demanded. This inverse relationship between price of the commodity and its quantity demanded, which is demonstrated by the law of demand, is just a qualitative phenomenon. Like, it is just telling us about the direction of change in demand as a result of change in the price of a product, is what the law of demand says. But now the question that arises is, it is how much change in demand as a result of change in the price. Means it is how much increase or how much decrease in demand as a result of change in the price of the product. Yes, it is the idea of elasticity of demand. Elasticity of demand is a very important aspect in economics, and elasticity is a word that has been borrowed from physics and it is applied in the economics. We all know that the demand for any product, it will undergo a change. Like, the change can be due to price, the change can be due to income, it can be from person to person, it can be from place to place, but changes will be there. These changes will only be measured through elasticity of demand. Not only this, because of the changes in certain product, what happens, some products will be more affected by the changes and some products will be less affected by the changes. For example, you can take the example of the products, like we can take product A as the something like fruits, vegetables, milk. No matter whatever increase in the price will be there, the demand for these commodities will definitely be there. You want to increase the price, you may increase it, but the demand for these goods will definitely be there. On the other hand, you can take the examples of product B, like we can take the example of some electronic goods like ACs, coolers, refrigerators. Or in case, what happens, in case the price of these commodity increases, what happens, people accordingly adjust their demand. So all this is due to what? It is just due to elasticity of demand. Some products are more elastic, some products may be less elastic, some may not be elastic at all. So technically, if we define elasticity of demand, it is the responsiveness or it is the sensitiveness of change in the demand due to change in the price of the product. When I talk about the change can mean increase as well, the change can be increase or decrease as well, means change in the demand as a result of change in the price of the product is what? It is elasticity of demand. We know demand will increase in case the price decreases and vice versa, bearing certain exceptions which are also there, and the formula to calculate this elasticity of demand is negative. A prefix that is assigned to this formula, percentage change in quantity demanded to percentage change in the price of a product, is the formula to calculate elasticity of demand. And the prefix that is assigned to this formula is due to a negative relationship or an inverse relationship between price of the commodity and its quantity demanded. There exists an inverse relationship between these variables. So we have assigned a prefix to this formula, that is negative. And in other words, if I want to say that how much our demand of the product has changed due to change in price, that will be the idea of price elasticity of demand. Due to the change in income of a buyer, that will be the idea of income elasticity of demand. Due to the change in the price of the related goods, that will be the idea of cross elasticity of demand. So all these are the different elasticities of demand. We can also call it types of elasticities of demand, which are given as price elasticity, income elasticity and the cross elasticity of demand. So now let us learn all this in depth, and all are very easy to understand. Firstly, we are going to discuss price elasticity of demand. The name itself is saying very clearly, that is elasticity of demand due to change in the price of a product is what it is, price elasticity of demand. We know when price increases, demand decreases. When price decreases, the demand increases. Inverse relationship exists between price and quantity demanded. When I talk about price elasticity of demand, means how much my demand of a product has changed as a result of change in which variable? It will be price. When I talk about this, I will be talking about price only. Elasticity of demand due to change in the price. Change in demand due to change in the price of the product will be price elasticity of demand. And the formula to calculate price elasticity of demand is percentage change in quantity demanded to percentage change in the price of a product. Now, we will have a look of different types of price elasticity of demand. There are generally 5 types of elasticities of demand, or we call it degrees of price elasticities of demand as well. First is perfectly elastic demand, second is perfectly inelastic demand, then we have relatively elastic demand, then we have relatively inelastic demand, and lastly it is unitary elastic demand. All these are called as types of price elasticity of demand. Elasticity of demand is of 3 types: price, income and cross, and price elasticity of demand now is of 5 types, that is perfectly elastic, perfectly inelastic, relatively inelastic and unitary elastic demand. Now we will go to perfectly elastic demand. Perfectly elastic demand, in this what happens is that price of the commodity remains same. Price of a product remains same, it does not changes, it remains stable, but what happens? Quantity demanded of that product goes on changing. It may increase, it may decrease. So, in that case we say that our elasticity of demand will be what? It will be perfectly elastic. When the price of the commodity does not changes, it remains uniform, it remains stable, but the quantity demanded of that product goes on changing. That in that case we will say that our elasticity of demand will be what? It will be perfectly elastic demand. So, diagrammatically also we can observe that on x-axis we have taken quantity demanded and on y-axis we have taken the price in rupees, and the price of the product is same. It is at 4, the line is at 4, the demand curve is horizontal, it is parallel to the x-axis, and the demand may vary, it can increase, it can decrease, but what happens? Price remains stable. Now, when is it possible? Generally, it is possible in case of just few situations or few circumstances, I will say, like for example, you can take those goods which are seasonal in nature. For example, we may take the example of the goods like ACs, like coolers, like ice creams. All of these goods which are summer based, means all these goods have more demand in summer. So, the demand in summer will be more, and when it comes to winter, generally what happens? When it comes to winter, the demand for these products is less, more in summer and less in winter. Although the price in summer and winter may be same. So, price is same, quantity demanded may vary. So, this is called as perfectly elastic demand, and this case the coefficient of elasticity of demand, I mean the value of elasticity of demand will be infinity, and the demand curve will be horizontal, it will be parallel to the x-axis. Now, next we will go to perfectly inelastic demand, or elasticity of demand will be 0. Here what happens is exactly opposite to the previous one that we did. Now, what happens in this case? In this type of elasticity of demand, what happens? The price of the commodity is changing here. Price is increasing, price is decreasing, but what happens? Quantity demanded does not change, it remains same. Quantity demanded is not changing, but what happens? The price of these product is changing and the quantity demanded remains the same, it remains uniform, and the elasticity of demand is 0 in this case, and the demand curve, that is DD, as diagrammatically it is shown, it will be parallel, it will be vertical parallel to the phi axis. Diagrammatically we can also observe, see the price line is changing 2 to 4 to 6, it is changing, but the demand curve, that is same, that is quantity demanded is same, and the price can change, it may vary. Now generally this is possible in case of the commodities like which are of daily use, like you can take the example of milk, you can take the example of fruits, you can take the example of vegetables. Generally what happens, no matter whatever increase in the price may be, but the demand for commodities which are daily use in nature will be there. You want to increase the price of these products, you may increase it, but the demand for these commodities will definitely be there. So this we call it as perfectly inelastic demand. Price may increase, price may decrease, but the demand for these commodities will definitely be there. Another example I can give you is of the salt. What happens in case the price of the salt increases? Do we consume it less? Certainly not. And what happens in case the price of the salt decreases? Do you consume it more? Certainly not. So all those goods which are not avoidable, which are general use in nature, generally come under this category of perfectly inelastic demand. Now next we will go to relatively elastic demand. In this, elasticity of demand is greater than 1. Generally what happens in this, a small change in the price, means price of the commodity is changing very small, a small change, a little change in the price of a product will be there, and generally what happens, change in demand will be very much. A small change in the price is causing a greater change in demand. A little change, a small change in the price is causing very much change in the demand. Diagrammatically we can also see that on x-axis we have taken quantity demanded, and on y-axis we have taken price in percentage. See, the price is changing very little, it is decreasing very little from P to R, but the quantity demanded has increased very much from OM to MN. So small change in the price of the product will be there, and there will be very much change in the demand. A small change in price is causing a major portion of change in demand will be relatively elastic demand. The best example here I can give you is of the gold. Generally what happens when the gold prices decreases very little, a bit, just a very little, what happens? People are very eager to buy the gold. They come out, they rush out, and what they do, they generally purchase the gold, they keep it in the lockers, either in the form of biscuits or any other. So in that case, the relatively elastic demand and elasticity of demand will be greater than 1. It is also called as elastic demand. Next, we will be doing relatively inelastic demand, or elasticity of demand less than 1. It is also called as inelastic demand. Here again it is opposite to the previous one we did, that is, here what happens, price is changing very much, a lot of change in price will be there, price is increasing or price is decreasing very much, but what happens, change in the demand will be very little. What happens, change in the demand is very less as compared to the change in price. Price changes more, but demand changes very less, means people are not interested to buy that commodity. Diagrammatically also we can observe that the change in the price is very much, for P to R it is very much, but the change in demand is very less. So this is the case of relatively inelastic demand or elasticity of demand that is less than 1. Lastly, we will go to the fifth type of price elasticity of demand, or the fifth degree of price elasticity of demand, that is the case of unitary elastic demand. Unitary elastic demand, it means where elasticity of demand is equal to 1. Here what happens, there is equal or the equal proportionate change in demand as a result of change in price, means the proportion of change in demand as a result of change in the price is same. 10% decrease in price, 10% increase in demand. 50% decrease in price, 50% increase in demand, means the proportion of both these variables will be same. Change in the price and change in the demand will be same. The proportion will be same. Diagrammatically also we can observe that the change in the price and the change in the demand is same. It is equal. The proportion is equal. In that case, we say that our elasticity of demand, our coefficient of elasticity, we call it as equal to 1. And let me tell you, in case of this, our demand curve, that is DD is our demand curve, that is called, the shape of the demand curve will be rectangular hyperbole. So all these were the types of price elasticities of demand: perfectly elastic, perfectly inelastic, relatively inelastic and unitary elastic demand, and all these are having different coefficients. After discussing price elasticity of demand, now we will go to income elasticity of demand. Elasticity of demand was of three types: price, income and cross. We did price elasticity of demand. Now we will be doing income elasticity of demand. The name itself is saying very clearly, that is change in demand or responsiveness or sensitiveness of demand due to change in the income of a buyer. This change can be increased, this change can be decreased, but change in demand as a result of change in the income of the buyer is called as income elasticity of demand. How much our demand has changed as a result of change in the income of the buyer is the concept of income elasticity of demand. And the formula itself is given that EY is equal to proportionate change in the quantity demanded, means percentage change in the quantity demanded to percentage change in the income of a buyer. And to give the example, the best example here I can give you is that what happened a few years ago, what happened was that IT sector was giving a lot of salary, IT sector was giving a lot of packages, a lot of salary to its employees. Then what happened? There was a boom in the real estate sector as well. Generally, after a certain period, what happened? IT sector came down, and what happened? Real estate sector also came down. So, change in demand of any product due to change in the income is called as income elasticity of demand. Income elasticity of demand. Change in demand due to change in the income of a buyer is called as income elasticity of demand. Lastly, we are having cross elasticity of demand. Let me tell you, this generally happens in case of the related goods. Related goods are of two types: substitute goods like tea, coffee, or it can be complementary goods as well, like car and petrol, pen and ink. All these are the related goods. So now what is cross elasticity of demand? Means how much the demand for my product has changed as a result of change in the price of its substitute goods. Means how much change in demand of my product as compared to change in the price of its related good. I told you related goods can be of two types: it can be substitute, it can be complementary. So the formula to calculate or to measure cross elasticity of demand is percentage change in quantity demanded of good X to percentage change in the price of the good Y. So change in demand of X due to change in the price of good Y. All this is what? That is cross elasticity of demand. So we have discussed elasticity of demand, we have discussed its types. All this was about elasticity of demand and its types. We discussed this topic. Now let us have a quick review of our topic. Firstly, we did what? That is elasticity of demand. Change in demand due to change in certain parameters. That parameters or variables can be price, that variables can be income, that variables can be price of our related goods. So all these variables. Based on this, there was three types of elasticity of demand: price elasticity, income elasticity and cross elasticity of demand. We did price elasticity of demand, change in demand due to change in the income, change in demand due to change in the price. Change in the price of our good will be price elasticity of demand, and there were five types: perfectly elastic, perfectly inelastic, relatively inelastic and unitary elastic demand. Then we did what? We did income elasticity of demand. Income elasticity of demand was change in the demand of a product due to change in the income of a buyer. That was income elasticity of demand. Lastly, we did that is cross elasticity of demand. Change in the demand due to change in the price of its related good. That will be the idea of cross elasticity of demand. So I hope this lecture will be very useful for clarifying your doubts and clearing your concepts about elasticity of demand. Thank you.